Hello, Papa Jalen's Excel here. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about name range. You might have heard of name range before, or you might have experienced looking at name range in Excel workbooks that you have come across so far. But nevertheless, we are going to go through name range. So what is the meaning of name range? So meaning that you can see that all the cells over here on the top left hand corner is indicated by the column and also the row. Right, so A for example, the name over here, the A is the column and 6 is row 6. Okay, but in name range is given a name. Okay, that is what it means. So why do we use name range, and what are the pros and cons of using name range? Okay, so the pros and cons, the pros of using name range is when you give it a name, it's easier for you to understand the formula and easier for people to understand. Okay, so what I mean, okay, so what do I mean? For example, right, okay, if you want to total, just type total over here, total, okay, okay, we are not going to put all this, so let's do some formatting over here, and let's highlight the cells to be green, okay, not green, right? Okay, and let me just do some table formatting. Okay, so for example, if you want to total the number of appearances for starts, okay, we can do goes to total, right? Goes to sum, goes to sum. We get sum everything up, okay? Right, and as for sub, we can do this also. Sum all the substitutions, okay? But we also can use a name range. So for example, okay, let us just redo this again. We can do a name range. So we can name the range over here, okay, starts. We name the range over here, start. So we just go to this cell over here and we type STARTS, okay, enter. Okay, now you have it. So if you scroll, if you just highlight all these cells, okay, it will give you the name range over here. Okay, so if you go back, if you just highlight row 7 to row 14, it won't show. It will just show D7. But if you highlight row 15 as well, it will show you starts. Okay, it's the first method that you can name your range. The second method is, okay, you just go to formula and define name. Okay, just click define name over here, define name. Okay, define names, and you can just name sub. They will give you the they will have already populated the name for you and see whether what you want. See whether this is what you want. The scope is workbook by default. Okay, you can use it for the same different workbook, different worksheets. I mean, okay, you use it for the current worksheet. Okay, but just just use it for the whole workbook. Okay, and it refers to this. Okay, refers to the range over here, the column over here from column E and row 7 to row 15. Okay, so this is what you want, right? Then you click OK. Usually I like it to be small letters, and we just click OK. All right. Now, so we can also sum this. You just type equals to sum. Okay, and what is the name range for this? It's called starts. Okay, so the name range will pop out. Okay, and you just go do this. So it will sum up for you. Same thing for start. Okay, sum. Okay, so the name range will come out, and then you just press tab. Okay, it will sum up for you. Okay, now, so what is the bad thing about name range? Okay, so for example, right, in formulas, so let's type total, not using name range, okay, total using name range. Okay, so if you are not using name range, this is what you will do, right? Sum all these cells, and you will copy and paste and paste and paste. Oh, sorry. Okay, by default it has already included all the name range. Okay, so let's not use this example. Okay, so what you do for usually if you sum up the whole column, you just copy and paste the formula, right? Okay, so this formula equals to sum. You sum this and then you copy and paste the formula over here. Okay, when you copy and paste the formula over, you will just because it's a relative reference, so you will sum up the whole column here as well. You copy and paste, right? Okay, but now, let me delete this one first. But now, if you copy and paste, see what happens. You copy this and you paste, What happens? Okay, it is still summing this column. It's still summing the sub column. Okay, as for this total as well is summing the sub column. Okay, this is not what we want. Okay, so in this kind of usage, it's not that ideal to use name range. Okay, right? So we can delete this and do the usual sum. Okay, so you do not need to use name range for this. Okay, so in what circumstances you want to use name range? For example, right? Okay, if you want to check, okay, which player has already hit more than 100 goals. Okay, hit more than 100 goals, which I call it the century goal. Okay, the century goal. Okay, so check century. Okay, now if you want to check century goals, okay, what you can do is give a better name. Hit century goals. Okay, so what you can do is you type equals if, right, more than equals to 100. Okay, you type yes, no. Okay, so this is yes, right? Okay, you just copy the formula. So yes, no, no, yes, yes, no, yes, yes, no, right? Okay, so this is the first method. Okay, the second method is, okay, you can use the name range. Okay, using start here, name range. Okay, so let's say we go to this cell over here. I go to this cell over here and give it a name. Okay, for example, we give it a century goals. Okay, remember that for name range you cannot have a space in between. You cannot. Okay, it cannot be like this. Okay, you type enter, it will say invalid. Okay, so you must give it. It must be it must not have spaces. Okay, so that century goals. Okay. Okay, so what you can do over here is that equals to if this cell is more than or equals to century. So the name range will come up. Okay, click that. Okay, type the value is true again. Yes. No. There you have it. So although these two are the same, these two results are the same, which one is more user friendly? Which one will enable the user to understand more if the user is going to edit this workbook or worksheet? Okay, obviously the one on the right. Okay, so if you compare the formula, this is more intuitive to understand. This will enable your users to understand. Okay, so as you can see, if you have a workbook that has just formulas only, right, it doesn't really give an indication of the relationship. Not a relationship. It doesn't really help the users, because if you have formulas everywhere, it is very difficult. So in my line of work, you will always encounter name range, very useful name range. Okay, so this is one of the useful name range that you can use. Okay, it gives not just the users or the person using or the person understanding the workbook, but also for yourself. We'll come back and revisit this again, where you need to troubleshoot Okay, where there's a bug you want to fix, it's easy for you to understand. Okay, so that's it for name range. That's it for this video. Hope you understand more about name range. Okay, Papa J learns Excel here. See you again. See you next video. Bye.